why make movie is so scary. Matter of fact, why follow your dream is scary. It is the question that I asking myself the last few years about filmmaking and follow my dreams to be a director, a film director, and change people's life. But why it is so scary? Because we're finally in this project, right? I'm finally shooting the film that I want to shoot. When I came back home, I had this thought about, and if it wasn't for me, and if everything that I'm setting up for all those months was for nothing, and I'm just not good at it. I'm not good at being a director, I'm not good at film industry, and it is simply not for me. But I think that all artists have this fear of showing the work to others, and maybe the fear of not being that good on the job that we want to do later or on this career. Do not overthink. Do not overthink about what you're capable of. Do not overthink about your job. Do not overthink about your career. Do not overthink, because it's gonna kill your mental health, actually. And I deeply know that it is scary, right? It is scary to follow your dream. If you don't show your work, how people gonna like it or not? How people gonna give you a feedback about your work? How they gonna feel about it? If it's good, if it's not, and why? Film is not for everyone. And you know that. The second point is, when you make a movie about you, about your own feeling, about your own experience, about your own life, And sometimes it's scary to share that to people, the way of how you feel about something, about a subject. What I've seen, most of young filmmaker and director made movies about love or depression of the family or the friends. They don't go further than that. Why? And why? Because this is our lives. This is what we've been through since high school, since college, and sometimes going through love, and those subjects like that is maybe scary. And I feel it because I'm making a film about love right now, and it is scary because you share it to people your vision of it. The vision of love, the vision of how you feel about it, and people discover a hidden part of your mind, of your heart, of your art. And that's why it's scary, because you share people something that you don't want to share at all. But cinema and art generally is a language of your feeling, of your emotion, of your hurt. That's why you gotta share this to people, because you're a human being. Some people doesn't have to make anything like this. They doesn't have to write, they doesn't have to create, they doesn't have to make art, because they're capable of speaking of the feeling, of what they think, of what they feel inside of them. But artists doesn't have that. They doesn't have the abilities to speak of all they going through. So we make art to speak to other people of what we can't with our mouth. This is just another language, and that's a little bit scary, because you don't know how people are gonna react. When you make that movie, that you spend time to write it, we spend time to imagine those characters, imagine all of it, this universe. Maybe people feel exactly what you're feeling right now, and maybe you can help them with this movie. But you don't even realize right now, because you think that this is bad. Honestly, you don't have to be in Hollywood to make great movies. You don't have to go in a film school and all of that. Honestly, it's not because it's not that professional that it is not gonna impact people. That's totally false. You're scared because people are gonna judge you about that, and they judge you about the way that you're seeing the world, about you seeing love, friends, depression, or whatever you film talk about. You're scared. And I know, because every director is scared about how the public's gonna react. Last but not least, I think that young directors are scared to success. I know it's weird, but let me explain. Maybe you make a movie, alright? You put it into festival and it won like a big one, not a little win, but a big win. Some great people see your movie and they loved it. They really loved it. They talk about you on the press, that everybody gonna see you, and yeah, you make that movie, but you're scared of responsibility. You're scared of not being that great again. You know, you're scared to not be able to do another movie, another film the next year, in 2 years, in 5 years. Be consistent. And maybe you're not at that stage again. Maybe you're just at the beginning of your career. But when you're gonna grow up, when you're gonna make some movie, when you're gonna, have 10 or plus short film and directed your first feature film, you're gonna have this little fear of disappointing people, because they watch your film and they always loved it, and maybe that next film gonna be not that great. But what I can tell you about it is, if you make movie that truly impacts you, you tell people about a story that you truly care about, I think you're never gonna disappoint people. Which you gotta reach people that care about you, that care about your story, that care about your art. That's the first step. Find your audience, because it's not because you direct movie that you're gonna have the same audience that other director. You gotta focus on one target. But I'm gonna finish with that. Make movie for yourself. Make movie for your feelings, for your emotion. This is important. You're not gonna be scared of something you do for you. And if you are, don't do that. I'm begging you, don't do that. But honestly, you are capable of it. Everybody does. And I'm scared too. I'm a young director. I'm gonna make a movie next month. And I'm scared. I'm scared that people don't like my film. I'm scared to not show what I want. I'm scared to not be able to feel what I want them to feel, what they see in my movie, when they see my film, But you're supposed to have fun, man. This is your passion. You're supposed to like it. So don't overthink about all that. Don't overthink. It is too late for that. Just do what you gotta do. Do your work, do your job. In every movie that you make, you growing up. You develop something new about your art and about yourself. You discover a part that you never seen before. And if you feel like that, I can clap for that, because it's great. But you're gonna make it. We're gonna make it. So this is already the end of the video. I wanted to ask if my English accent was right, because I'm French, but I'm trying to reach American people and English people, because I want to make film, in America, in England, because I love the art. And yeah, so don't forget to subscribe, and see you next time.